I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my horoscope overview for September for you, the Taurus. Now, there's quite a bit happening this month to do with love and work. Okay, so, and also someone supportive can come through on a financial level too. So I'm sure that's music to your ears. Now, first of all, on the 9th, the full moon this month is in the sign behind you. It's in your solar 12th house. So this is a great time to be a little reflective. Don't rush into things so much. Just think about what it is that you want out of life, how you're traveling. Of course, it's always a good time to be reassessing your goals and your path that you're on. But this month, particularly with the full moon there, it's a very intuitive area of your chart. So don't be surprised if your instincts, that gut feel, your intuition is sparked a little more this month. You want to take notice of it, okay? When your intuition is sort of like knock, 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 trying to tell you something, then, sit back, give it the time and space. It's your inner self that's, just trying to get your attention. And if you can, have a form of meditation or quietness. I mean, meditation is not necessarily, you don't have to sit in the Himalayas and go, meditation can be as simple as just having a little quiet time by yourself and walking through the park, or or doing some formal meditation or some breathing or Tai Chi or, something like that. If you can incorporate something like that in your day, like every day, which can be difficult, I know. And but think about that, because this is a great month with the full moon in that solar 12th house to be connecting with yourself more, okay? And the way that you get to you learn to trust your intuition, is sometimes you have to simply go against it. I remember I did that when I was, much younger, when I was, working with my intuition. And, sometimes that's the best way to, you consciously go against it, to say, okay. Then it turns out that, you should have paid attention to it. But then you go, right, now I know what that feeling feels like, okay? All right, so let's move on. So we've got Venus in your solar 4th house, joined with Jupiter, of course, is there right through to the middle of next year. So this is all to do with your home and domestic scenes. So there's things happening around your home this month. There's also a lot of activity around relationships and intimate relationships. So right opposite you in your solar 7th house for the first 2 weeks, Mars, the passion planet, is sitting there. And let's see what else we've got. Of course, Saturn, which is planet of permanency, still there right through pretty well to the end of the year. And Mercury, the communication planet, is going to move into this area late in the month. So there could be discussions later in the month around your relationship. If you're looking for love, then, this is a great month to do that. We've got, like, in the first half of the month, Mars there, and in your 5th house, another area where you can attract love, an area where love affairs actually can start, and also very much around family and children in this area. So we've got Venus there pretty well for most of the month, from the 6th right through to the 30th. But right between the 6th and the 13th, so that second week of the month, that in my mind, because it's like the power love month, okay? Because we've got Venus sitting in the 5th, and we've still got Mars sitting in the 7th house. So these two together, because let's not forget, Venus and Mars are like the love duo, okay? Mars is the passionate side, assertive, passionate, and Venus is the more sensual, romantic side. Of course, both of these planets represent and govern other areas as well, but right now we're just talking about love. And of course, Venus is your ruling planet, Taurus, so anything that happens with Venus is going to be substantial in your life. So this is a really nice time. It's a great time for creativity with the Venus in the 5th as well. So when we look at work, so let's move on to work. All right, so this month, new moon, on the 24th, later in the month, in the solar sixth house. Also in this area, of course, with the new moon there, that means that the sun is there. The sun moves into this area on the 23rd, and the new moon shortly after on the 24th. We also got Venus there later in the month, so that vibration of Venus connecting with people, putting you in the path of the right people. You know, you ever wondered, like, of everything that happens in your life, sometimes you can just cross paths with someone who is meant to be in your life at that precise moment, and you've got to think, is that like by chance, or that's the synchronicity of life, you know, that, like that movie Serendipity, and I love that movie. And you know, I mean, I really think that things like that are just destined to happen. Now what you do with them is up to you. That's where your free will comes in, okay? So you can't rely on fate alone. You do have free will, so you know, as I say, it's up to you what you do with it. But this is a very advantageous month for business as well, and new opportunities can come through a little later in the month, but it's like it's building. So if it's coming through later in the month, then to me that means, okay, things are starting to fall into place, and there's most likely news and activity happening behind the scenes that you may not be privy to right now. But okay, so be patient, have faith, it's all going to happen, Taurus. All right, love and luck to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Jennifer Angel. Bye for now.